Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation. Your rather repetitive announcer, Jack Human, here with my colleague.
Blaze Garlemall. For some reason, we're still starting off in outer space.
Well, I said repetitive because I always say explosive or exciting or, it kind of sucks. Oh, what? Hey. But you know what's not repetitive? I see Azela's making her way to the commentator's desk. She has a match tonight.
Well, how about that?
Azela, you want a chair? You can sit beside me.
Oh, I guess I'll sit right between you guys.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, sure.
If you don't mind me squeezing in.
Oh, sure, no problem. She touched Raven. Hey, Blaze, she touched Raven. So how you doing,
I know
Azela?
you're a very big fan of my husband. He appreciates the support very much.
See, big fan, support. Blaze thinks that, like my support is creepy, like
It's illegal.
I mean, do you have any altars of him?
Not here.
Oh, then you're fine.
You see, thank you, Azela.
It's okay. Lots of people have shrines of me. I find it flattering.
And speaking of shrines of you, we found that shrine just a couple of weeks ago of your stalker, the person that's apparently took out the returning, as of tonight, Santy, who at the time was LunarBlades Women's Champion. That's not creepy.
Well, I mean, I'm a little angry that I couldn't get revenge myself, but the fact that someone is so devoted to take down Santy for me, I am grateful to Psychotic for doing that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Does every stalker kind of get their day? Because Clara with Nocumus and Psychotic with you. Do you think other stalkers might get a chance, to be loved by the person that they're stalking?
I mean, they might. You just have to try hard enough and you'll be noticed.
Don't encourage that.
Yes. Blazer, Mike seems to be down just a little tiny bit.
I wasn't speaking into the mic. I was whispering to her not to encourage your behavior.
It's not. Why? It's not. Aren't you a fan of anything, Blaze?
Yes, I am.
See?
I'm a fan of many things.
And we have the returning Santy. Seems kind of a new look, new entrance. That's a little.
She's been away.
That's a little foreboding.
What do you make of that, Azela? I think she's coming for you.
I mean, she can come for me all she wants, but I'm still part of the top duo, so...
You certainly are a fan favorite, regardless of your win-loss record. It's really exhilarating to see a star of your caliber being able to, no matter what, just be loved by the fans, both you and Raven.
It takes a certain type of personality, and, not everyone has that.
But speaking of personality, it looks like Santy has certainly taken on a different personality of her own. I think she's pointing right at you.
I mean, I'll take on another challenge with her any day.
Oh, hey, Blaze. Are those Moogle cookies that you got there?
You wasn't supposed to see my Moogle cookie. Why are you always looking
give me
for
one. I want a Moogle cookie. Azela, have you ever tried one of these?
Take those damn box.
Give me the.
I don't believe I have.
You should try one. They're delicious. Oh.
I mean, I'll have to speak to my agent. I don't know if that's allowed in my diet.
Oh,
Their diet. Their removal cookies are always allowed. Huh.
Did you know? Speaking of which, remember what I told you last week, Jack?
Mm-hmm.
If I had made that endorsement, we could get Azela this week. You see who's here?
And you got removal cookies. And
I got
Azela.
Google cookies. Yeah.
And now Azela's sitting beside me. Why? Removal cookies.
Give me one of those damn cookies, Jack.
Here, have a cookie. Hey, Azela, would you want a cookie?
Sure, I'll take one.
Have a cookie. Oh, they're so good.
You guys are right. These are really good.
Endorse more removal cookies. I wasn't
I might be able to get you some more.
Blow your coupon off.
I better. I'm sorry, that was highly unprofessional of me. And on to the match. Boy, those are good. But the returning Santy Knowles doesn't seem like she's taking any BS from Sarah. I'm going to just kind of pull that Moogle cookie up and save it for later.
We'll wrap this up. All right. Looks like we got a nice action-packed match.
And Santy just being the aggressor with that pile driver. And that was
I think she's been paying a little close attention to my matches.
That was unbelievable. Santy just took Sarah out in literally seconds. What's your strategy going to be if you ever have to go up against that? Like, I mean, literally just took out Sarah in seconds. What do you do against that, Azela?
Well, I mean, personally, having fought Sarah before, I mean, she could be a little bit more of a challenge, but Santy is a tough competitor. You know, you just gotta be smart about it.
That was over much quicker than I expected.
Not the first time you heard that, is it, Jack?
Oh. You know, it's, yeah, you gotta treat it like a race, right? You're talking about, you're making sex jokes in front of Azela. And
yeah, I know.
It's, yeah.
And I got something else for you, Jack.
Wow.
You remember I told you I trained a Lala for you?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. Hey, come on out here, Jim. I want you to make fun of Jack for me.
I thought you...
Cry now? Come on, cry, baby. Cry for me. Come on. Cry.
How you like that, Jack?
I'm not gonna cry. Lala's kind of a jerk. But you know, and speaking of Lala's, we're gonna have an exciting match up next. The Lala Land has basically challenged the Rollers of Destruction and Dr. Octopus. All Rose, I don't think that they're gonna have a chance this go around. Like, I mean, they've been on fire lately. What do you feel, Azela, of the Lalas, like Red Potato, basically putting together the entire faction of Lalas to kind of stand up for themselves around here?
I mean, personally, I think there should be a few Lala cages.
Oh my God! Yes, yes.
I'm sorry. I mean, my fans might be disappointed, but they should be on leashes. They're getting a little too wild lately.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Simmer down, Blaze. Simmer down. I must say that's quite the unexpected answer. That's.
You know, a lot of people, you know, they don't get to see my personality when I'm fighting my matches, so
That's extremely true, actually.
I told you, Jack. There was a lot of good aggression coming through in those last couple matches. I told you, but you didn't believe me.
Oh no, I definitely think that the aggression was high. In fact, it was pretty much ruthless.
Oh. We said we're going to start making these jokes again.
You betcha. The writers are on strike this week.
Well, so Azela, is your recent aggression due to coming up short in your last couple of title shots?
It definitely has played a part. You know, I was used to being on the top, and I got knocked down a few times, so it really started to get to me.
Well, just remember, every time you get knocked down, you should get up again. Yeah, they're never going to keep you down. Because if you get knocked down, you should get up again. Yeah, they're never going to keep you down. I'm sorry, I was listening to Chumbawamba all night last night, and with the Raiders on strike, I'm coming up with my own material here, so...
Just be safe, and just make fun of the Lalas. That's what I always say, do. That way the audience doesn't get shortchanged, you know.
Well, I honestly think that their luck has ran out as we go on to into a 3-on-3 match here. It's 3 Rows versus 3 Lalas. This is the equivalent of 1 man versus 3, kind of like how the 3 Lalas took on the 1 Dr. Octopus just 2 weeks ago.
Well, I think this could be a very sloppy match because this one time I looked up on the Eorza net, 3 Rows and 3 Lalas in that. My God, like the Griffin once said, that was sloppy.
And I heard that he did it for Alamingo.
Oh, yes. At the end of the video, one of the rows was in between 2 of the Lalas, and they said, and I quote, "I have you now." And I just had to turn off my computer.
And it looks like we don't have the entire faction here tonight. It looks like they're sending out 2 Lalas instead of 3. Red Potato and Rin making their way to the ring, and I don't think that this is the wisest idea.
You'd be surprised. They're very sneaky and underhanded. They might just take this.
Regardless, it looks like they're having a good time before their match. And apparently there's a trumpet in the middle of the ring. I can't explain what's going on with these guys.
Where did that even come from? And why was that Lala thrusting up on that rope?
I don't understand why they showed an empty turnbuckle there.
That's tomfoolery.
And over in the corner there, all dressed in white, it looks like that's Zunaga Thorn. I guess he was hiding underneath the ring the entire time. Came out and popped up.
These little beady-eyed bastards. Always playing something.
And Red Potato taking a Dr. Octopus. You see, Azela, even though there's no female Rose in the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation, what would your strategy be to take one down? Like, I mean, these people are massive.
I mean, you gotta go down low and go for their legs.
I was married to a female Row one time, and that's the same strategy I had. I had to go low and go for the legs. That brought her down all right. But that's another story.
Oh, I wasn't aware that you were into wrestling. I thought you just commentated on it.
Well, that was a sort of wrestling. Greco-Roman, if you would say.
Ah, the classic ones.
Yes, sir.
Wait a second, that's another sex innuendo. Greco-Roman wrestling, they used to do it naked. Please, you're embarrassing me in front of Azela. Quit being so sexual.
For a man that doesn't wear pants, you should really grow a pair, Jack.
I have a pair, not a pair of pants, but it's, I sweat a lot down there, and then it smells.
Are you not wearing any pants underneath this table?
No.
Has been since the beginning.
Remind me not to drop anything.
Well, if, and like I said, I have a sweat problem, and it smells, and this airs it out so it doesn't smell. Like, I mean, smell me, Azela. Do I not smell good right now?
I mean, so Draco, how are you doing over here?
Who is that?
Oh, Garlemond.
Yeah, I just deal with this one show at a time. You need a job, you let me know. I'll get you a job.
I will be sure to let you know if this wrestling career does not work out for me.
Because this guy is one restraining order away from being fired.
3, actually. I found out that all my mini restraining orders only add up to an actual 2.
Oh, God.
What? No guy.
I got some.
He's in Limsa. He's a lawyer. Really good, really good. Only charges me 3,000 gil a word. And Griff and Red Potato going at it right in front of us here.
Since you asked the opposite question, Jack, I'd like to ask Azela, how would you deal with a female Lala?
I might know a few people that are professionals with dealing with female Lalas, so I'm not suited to answer this question.
Oh my.
And Red Potato just keeps on breaking Griff right into the ringside there.
And if you saw, he also busted him open.
Ref's getting pretty close to a 10 count. I think got up to an 8 there. Griff being able to make the tag to Dr. Octopus. I don't think that this is exactly going the way the Rose did it, or wanted it to go. So, Azela, they're definitely proving that there's power in numbers, and going into the Borderlines pay-per-view, it's all 4-on-4 matches. Would the strategy be to take out as many people as you can to get the spotlight, or work as a team and become more of a unit?
Well, I guess it depends on who my partner is. I do value teamwork, but with my lose streak recently, I would do anything to win, even if it means giving up the spotlight.
Well, the last 2 matches, we saw you go for a weapon on both occasions. And then with Raven attacking people in the back room, it definitely seems that you both have decided to get a lot more aggressive in your strategies.
I love every bit of
it. There's definitely been a lot of tension going on lately that just needed to get out.
A lot of tension. So
yeah,
everything okay?
A lot of tension.
Everything okay with like you and Raven?
Oh yeah. The marriage is going great.
Oh, good. That's good. That's great. And Rin with a pile driver on Griff. He's going for it. He just power bombed a row right into a pinning combination.
That don't make no damn sense.
It's all tendon strength. I don't know what Rin was going for there, but I think his back finally gave out of him, with Griff just sliding back there. Now, now in comes Bro. Of course, he still has that Tonberry Championship belt. During that Tonberry tournament takeover, no women were apparently allowed in the tournament as per the rules. How do you feel about that, Azela? Knowing that the fate of the company was in the hands of other people, other capable people, but being forced to sit it out.
It definitely was a bit frustrating. Watch everyone else get to fight, but hopefully in the future that women will be included, and I plan on taking the championship.
Well, you will be facing off against the champion tonight in a tag match, non-title.
Well, hopefully it goes well.
Well, you know, I'll be rooting for you, of course. So Blaze.
Hey, I don't lie. I root for whoever does the most damage. That's what I'm all about. It's the Empire way.
I mean, I appreciate the support and all. You might find some special Raven Shadow merch later
Really?
at your house.
Really? Like what?
I might be able to arrange that.
Like maybe the towel that he uses after a shower?
I mean, I can get you whatever you want.
It's Blaze, I can see that look on your face. It's a collector's item. It's one of a kind. Like, I mean,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
There's many. I'm sure there's many towels he uses out. It's an investment, Blaze. It's an investment. God, you know he's so perverted, Azela. He really is. I don't know where his head is. I tell you. Oh boy.
Are you sure you want his towel after he showers? I mean, he goes to the gym a lot. I could easily get you one of those.
Oh my goodness.
It's. Yeah. I want a Raven gym towel.
There goes another busted world.
I might be able to get him to sign it.
Now you see that, Azela, you're getting a rise out of it.
It's no. Just don't look underneath the desk. It's the investment that I'm thinking about. And Tsunaga with a power bomb or a choke slam. I have no clue how in the hell he pulled that off. I think he got Bro up maybe about 4 inches off the ground.
We need to piss test these Lalas for real, though. Something isn't right.
I definitely agree with you. They are definitely using some underhanded tactics.
Underhanded.
Oh, come on, I know you're gonna do it, Blaze, so just make your little jokes.
I'm just laughing at you, underhanded. She said underhanded.
And I mean, Blaze, I can arrange for you to receive more Moogle cookies.
Well, I would go for that, no, but I'm a proud Empire man, and I prefer to buy my own Moogle cookies.
I'll take them.
You know, I killed my brother for some Moogle cookies.
He really did. I don't think there's anybody he's met yet that he hasn't killed. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You know, Blaze, one of these days, you may concuss me a little bit too much, and then I might go crazy, you know, and then it'll be me and you in the ring. Yeah. You'd like to see that, wouldn't you, Azela?
I mean, I would be interested in seeing that fight. I can even sponsor it if you guys would like.
And speaking of sponsorship, this
What did you
episode
just
is
say?
brought to you by Azela Leone. A whole lot of Final Fantasy XIV fun on YouTube. Be sure to check it out.
They get free Moogle cookies for checking it out.
We can arrange that.
See, I told you, Jack. If you go to Azela Leone, YouTube.com, you'll get free Moogle cookies, free merchandise. You'll get all sorts of stuff. As long as you just go over there and look at everything. Check out all the videos.
Just a heads up, everybody. I already set it up, so all the free merchandise comes to my place. So, yeah. I had nothing to do with that, by the way. Anyway, Rin in the ring.
Rin in the ring.
Last week, we got to see that devastating Rin Zin spin. And I think he's sizing upward again, working the leg of Griff, using Azela's strategy, as she was saying earlier. And I think Rin might be sizing up Griff. I don't know what he's doing right now.
Finish him. I remember that game back from the Empire. Combat Mortal. That was a fun one.
It was Combat Mortal.
That's right. It's an Empire exclusive.
What do you do in it? Do you get a fight as some characters? Like,
Yes, you fight as various characters. That's right. To the death.
Well, I'm not a big fan of video games myself. How about you, Azela? Do you play a lot of video games, or?
Me and Raven dabble in video games when we get the chance, when we're not training, of course.
I know, right? I dabble in video games all the time. I'd love to dabble. Maybe you guys could invite me over sometime and we can dabble in the video games?
I can attempt to arrange something. Well, we'll have to fit it into our schedule, of course.
Yeah, you can have your people get a hold of my people, and I'll give you my people's number. But if my people sound exactly like me on the phone and act like me, it's because my people is my identical twin brother that only shows up on the telephone, because I have people.
Sweet Jesus.
I will be sure to let my assistant know that.
Oh, boy.
And Dr. Octopus making Rin feel a little pain there. Rin being able to get out, and that was a hell of a counter.
It's like he just slipped right through it. Nimble little fella.
I don't know what Rin's sizing up here, but oh my god, suicide dive to the outside. And Bro's there to capitalize.
Well, they always say call on a brother when you need a hand. And there's that bro. Definitely lending a hand.
Well, besides Azela, we're watching a three-person tag team. Besides Raven, of course, out of everybody in the LunarBlades Wrestling Federation, who do you think would make the best tag team partner?
For myself?
Yes, of course.
I would definitely love to tag team with Noko, of course. A very good friend of mine. And she's been on a winning streak lately, so I would definitely love to have her as a partner.
Yeah, she was able to beat you out at that ladder match for the title last pay-per-view. It was with the technical issues and everything. It was just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she deserved it. It was a good fight. I can't be too mad about it. I mean, it's her. She's a very good friend, so not much. Wouldn't really. I guess frenemies, you could say we are,
So kind of like a
you know.
friendly competition.
Yeah, it's like outside the ring, we trade makeup secrets, hang out, talk about girl stuff, but once it's in the ring, it's go time.
It's got to be difficult to keep the professional side separate from the business side, or the professional side from the business side. I swear, dog just walked by again.
Greatest ruler, well, the greatest owner of the company right there.
It's not. No, he's not. The personal side from the business side, does it ever spill over into the personal life?
I mean, occasionally, but you can't completely avoid it. Sometimes, we just have to beat each other up in a back alleyway sometimes, it happens.
Oh, you told the truth right there. Sometimes it happens.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
mean, 1 second we're having a nice dinner, and next thing you know, we're body slamming each other into a table. So happens.
where do you guys go for a nice dinner? And are you allowed back afterwards?
Um, when you're as famous as we are, people tend to not mind as much.
So what you're saying is that due to this profession, you kind of have a aura of expectation.
Yeah, you could say that.
So when you two are walking down the street together, do people just expect you to choke slam each other through a table, or
Um, no, not with her. I mean, it's on rare occasions with Noko. You'd be more likely to see me and Raven getting into a fight in the middle of public.
are we talking like a physical fight?
I mean, he has a habit of fell cleaving me. He seems to really enjoy it. I am not a fan of it, so that tends to cause issues sometimes. I have threatened to divorce him on multiple occasions.
You shouldn't do that, Azela.
I happen to know a
in the
really good lawyer.
Empire,
Only 3,000 gil a word.
yeah, don't believe him. In the Empire, when you give your significant other your signature maneuver, it's the sincerest form of endearment, You should make sure you give him one of your specials back,
See, I don't know if that's how things work for us. I mean, he's had divorce papers ready to go since we got married.
Well, just gotta be careful. But hit him with a chair next time. You'll love it.
I'll have to try that then.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what happened to my fifth wife.
and say have a seat when you do it.
So something like that. Have a seat.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for this writer strike to be over.
Don't worry, you get a gym every now and then, Jack.
Yeah. But you were saying that you hit your wife with a chair, Blaze?
Well, my fifth wife, see, we used to do our signatures and hit each other with furniture all the time. And then she died after she forgot the safety word because, it just went too far.
Mine's Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
So if anybody ever hears me yell Oklahoma, stop what you're doing. Just stop.
Should we start filming?
That's what I figured. You started shouting Oklahoma, I thought you were about to bust into a musical or something. Just hit you harder.
Well, you see, I used to have a very lovely singing voice, and then I got the third concussion from Mr. Shovel.
Well, Mr. Shovel loves you a lot. That's why he always hits you with his special.
Sadly, it's the only love I get.
Ah, don't worry. One day. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna tell a lie about this. But yeah, one day. So, shit.
Tsunaga tagging off to Red Potato. And back again.
Shop in the same store. I could picture that advertisement right now. White suits, big and small, from Lala Land.
They certainly are dressed fairly similar. I'll give them that much.
Yes, sir. One size fits all.
Well, it's been a whole lot of back and forth action. I thought for sure that the Lala Land would be out of this within a minute.
Well, you got 2 out of 3 busted open rows over there, so I don't know.
And Tsunaga getting up on that turnbuckle for that Tsunaga spike.
Look at him, though. This Tsunaga spike.
And
Little Lala walking around with his costume.
Tsunaga has his feet on the ropes. Damn near got a 3 count. Referee didn't see it, apparently. Had he picked up the victory there, how would you feel about it, Azela? A blatant disregard for the rules.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So it's more of a, the destination doesn't matter, it's how you, or the journey doesn't matter, it's how you get to the destination.
I mean, it's not my match or my fight, so...
Fair enough.
Now, if it was mine and someone used underhanded tactics and cheating, oh, that match would end very quickly.
So, what you can say honestly is you don't mind Lala taking a shortcut as long as it's not against you.
I mean, like I said, they're dirty and underhanded, and everyone knows it. So, it's known, but it still happens, and they're still allowed in the matches, and I can't do anything about it.
I think you can. We need to sign a petition to get these Lalas up out of here.
I wouldn't sign that. They're highly entertaining.
You love the Lalas. You know
I don't.
We all know it.
I don't love them. I certainly admire their competitive spirit, especially in a match like this. They are literally up against 3 times their combined body weight and just bro.
So you're telling me, since you don't love them, I can't pull up my computer right now and pull up like 75 photos of you at Lala Mardi Gras, also known as Lollapalooza.
Yeah, you can, but I wanted to feel really tall, and I was pretending I was a row.
Well, if that was the case, how come you didn't have some pants on? Because I hate to say it, but even when you were in a room full of Lalas, Jack, you were still the shortest man in the room.
No, I was taller than everybody by at least like an inch. Like,
you're not catching on what I'm saying there, Jack.
It's like, I mean, they were like about waist height, you know. And in fact, I had to watch where I was going. I almost got a couple of restraining orders just because I didn't look down. I mean, honestly, it's not my fault. It's their fault because they're right at waist height. Like, I mean, you come around a corner, you land awkwardly on a Lala just once, and then all of a sudden,
How much money will it take to get you to replace this guy? Really? Whatever your contract is, I'll double it.
Replace me?
Yeah, replace you.
Yeah, but then who's gonna keep Mr. Shovel company?
He'll be all right.
You wouldn't steal my job, would you, Azela?
I don't know if my schedule would allow it, but I mean, I might be able to work something out.
You'd have to commentate, and there goes bro. Lala Land picks up the victory with a 1-2-3. It's come on, you gotta admire that.
I mean, I would if they didn't cheat.
There was one, as far as I could tell, only one unsuccessful attempt. Unless, of course, maybe Zunaga hiding underneath the ring at the very beginning was a tactic of some kind that just didn't get used.
He might have been, you know, doing some things underneath the ring.
Like what? What sort of things?
Maybe he had some secret substances hidden under there. Did anyone check underneath the ring? Can you be sure?
Hey, I'm sure if anybody found a bottle of booze under there, it was completely his. I'm sure he has just a little drinking problem.
I don't think it was booze that she was referring to, Jack. When she's talking about like Phoenix Downs in the needle form, if you know what I mean. Something to give you a little pick me up.
But yeah, and they must have hit all those bottles of Realm Red, Ruby Red underneath there too, because that's not mine.
Maybe have some Max Ether. Have your ass casting magic real quick.
I don't sit in this chair after the show ends and drink and cry because everybody leaves me all the time. And we have some breaking news. Apparently, backstage, you know it. Azela, apparently Raven is going right for Lord now. Last week he took out Azrael, his own brother, and the week before that he took out Ryan, and now he's finally tracked down Lord. What's his strategy here? Just beat the hell out of everybody?
Loving this new attitude.
I mean, he's been friends with Lord for a few years now, and that betrayal by Lord really hurt him. So he's got a lot of pent-up aggression over this. So, I mean, Lord even almost stole me at our wedding. I mean, can you blame the guy?
Say what? I never heard about this one.
Oh, so Blaze, at me and Raven's wedding, Lord, you know, if he was divorced from his wife, I might have married Lord.
Well, get the hell out of here.
If I showed up, maybe I could have married you?
I mean, you might have been fourth in line. I'm not too sure.
You hear that?
There were a lot of people competing.
You hear that? I would have been fourth. Not no chance in hell. I could have been fourth. Did you hear that, Blaze?
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm on a.
Lalas didn't leave. I'll say you came up short, Jack.
I'm on a list, and not the predator
Sexual
list.
predator. Yeah.
And Raven busting out some moves, jumping off of that. This is a side of Raven. He's just getting more and more aggressive as the weeks progress.
You know, we have a deal that if he loses so many matches, we have to divorce. So our marriage is on the line.
Well, that was a non-sanctioned match, and I think he just completely screwed up Lord's left knee there with that last shot. We'll get some more details as we come back for part 2 of this episode. And my God, he's devastated everybody. We'll be back with part 2.